people now having a statement, you understand? Allocation of man, do you are
Morning, good
very
afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Ndito Akwa Ibom program today. And before, I just want to apologize for starting the program late today. Some issue came on and beyond control, but thank God we are here. And we don't want to take too much time because we start late. We are not going to go through the normal dressing or addressing and as we always do, but we just want to go straight to the point because our guest has been waiting for this time. And I just want to say, should in case you're watching or listening to me on the radio or you're watching me on the Facebook, please, if you are watching on the Facebook, Facebook or YouTube, whatever, just share it with the people. It's a program before, but when I listen to the radio, code me we for guys who especially for TB, you know. So today you're gonna have a lot of things, or your question will be answered today because we have the right person in the with us today to tell you more and all you need about your local government. My name is Etna. The anchor of this program is Ndito Akwa Ibom, and today we'll be using English, Ndito Akwa Ibom. So, in case you heard different languages, we have to tell the whole world who we are, and we are proud of who we are, whatever we are. And today we're having 3 segments. We'll be expecting a second guest, and as usual, reports from a number on young. But let's see how it goes today. Okay, we're not going to waste too much time. Like I said, we're just going to welcome our guests, the Honorable Executive Chairman of Ibom Local Government, Honorable Ekamabasi Sunday Akpan. And let me just say a little bit about Honorable Ekamabasi Sunday Akpan. He's 100% is from Ibiono, that's why he's the chairman of the local government. And he's from Afua local government, Afua village in the Ibiono local government area.
Akwa is a village.
Yeah, Akwa is a village, so village. Pardon me. Pardon me, sir. Okay, welcome you on the program today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
How are you,
thank
sir?
you so much for. Yeah, I thank God. I'm very fine. We are very fine. We are very fine. When people are very fine.
Okay. You answered the Ndito Akwa Ibom radio program here in London, United Kingdom, and there are a lot of people listening to you on the radio now, and some people on the Facebook as well. For those who don't live in UK, so that AK could say about town. We're not gonna take much of your time, but for you viewers watching or listening, the phone line is open. If you look at the screen there, if you're watching on the Facebook, the numbers are there. It's a WhatsApp number, and if you're listening, the number to call in is 0044 7479 551237. That's if you're listening on the radio. You don't get to see the what number that is on there. So now, I want to begin asking you, sir, the honorable chairman. Pardon me when I call you sir. You have been the local government chairman for a while now. What have you done to the people of Ibom since you became the chairman of that local government?
Thank you very much for wanting to know what I've done for my people since they voted me into the office of executive chairman. For 1 year, 8 months now, I've been in that office. I was sworn in December 12th, 2007 by God's special grace. We have done so much for the people of Ibom because they had the confidence before they voted us into that office. We cannot betray the confidence they put on us. We cannot betray the trust they have on us. So we have done so much to make sure that we draw dividends of democracy to the people.
Yeah, when you say you've done so much, I mean, you haven't told us what you've done. You say you've done so
Yes,
much.
if you're able now, if you come down to the or you ask, we have 100% peace in Ndito Ibom, unlike before. So it's very peaceful. Both youth, women, and elders, they experience very peaceful atmosphere. In the area of education, we have done a lot. Human development, we have done a lot. Then health sector, we have done a lot. I know you will still ask me question on that. I will take time and explain to you what we've done so far.
Okay, let's move to second question, which is you just said something about Ndito Ibom is peaceful. Recently, we heard that these henchmen, whatever they call them, MI attack me. Some people in the local government area. So I want to ask you, how prepared the people of Ndito Ibom should, in case they receive such an unwanted visitor?
Well, we are fully prepared because it may happen to any other local government. Although Mpaini didn't pray for that incident, the chairman of Mpaini has done so much to protect the interests of his people, to bring in security, and also secure lives and properties. In Ibom, we are prepared even before now, because Ibom is bounded with four states. So in the area of Ikpanya, we make sure that the people of Orechukwu don't encroach the boundary. So we protect the area, and also coming down to Omu area, we also protect. Then we go up to the area of where we banded with Calabar. That is into area. We also make sure that youth are always alert, because youth are the strongest body to protect life and properties. And we also school them that if they have any signal, they should call appropriate authorities. So we are fully prepared, and we know that such occurrence will not take place in Ndito Ibom.
When you say such things happen, they should contact appropriate authority. So who are these people they need to contact? Is there any like a phone number or agents that they can just run into? Because I think these people just come in, they don't give notice, they just turn up.
Police numbers are everywhere. So anytime they have any information, the first thing they do is to contact police command, so that they send teams to go and secure the place and also calm the environment.
Okay. Now, with the opening question I asked you, you said something about primary and schools, and now I want to ask you the question. Can you tell the people of Ndito Ibom the situation of education, primary health care in that your local government?
Yes, I can, because we have also touched the area of health. Before now, in conjunction with the distinguished senator, a beloved brother, a friend, and a master, the distinguished senator Bassey Albert, we distributed health facilities to 19 health primary centers we have in Ndito Ibom. We went around the 19 health centers and made sure that we gather people, both women, elders and youth, and pregnant women. We schooled them. We also went there with the specialists to tell them how to take care of themselves. In the end, we distributed those facilities to all of them free of charge, 100% free. They don't pay anything.
Let me cut you. When you say facilities, what are the facilities?
Health facilities were drugs, okay, and other things. We had enough to distribute to people, including drugs.
Okay.
So, and also we also organize free health outreach in some villages. In some villages now, because the exercise is still ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. What about the schools?
The schools. Yes, in primary schools, we do what we could to make sure that we provide them with desk, and also monitor. If there is no teacher, we report to Ministry of Education to send teachers to these primary schools, and also provide them with writing materials.
Okay. So with the teachers, because I know there are some schools even they have enough teachers. Some teachers they don't go to school. In fact, even if they turn up very late. So do you also
yes, we have supervisor for education that
okay,
works very seriously to make sure that he goes around to all the schools with his team to make sure that teachers return to work on time. Then we also, in conjunction with the EU, that is the European Union, we constructed 2 health facilities in Alpha village and also in the Urwa village. So that is the area of health also and education.
Okay, it seems like you really flourish the people of Ibom a lot with so many things. Well, I hope they are listening. I mean, to your chairman, not me. Your chairman is talking to you, so I hope you're listening. So I'm going to ask you now. It seems so the way Afotangiko is like you're very close to your people. How do you often hold a town hall meeting with them so that they can talk to you one-on-one and you can listen to their problems and their complaints?
Yes, as the name implies, local. I am a local person. I am a local man. I must be close to local people because I'm representing local people. So I cannot come to town and live and abandon them. Oftenly we have a meeting, although in segments. We have meeting with youth, we have meeting with elders, we have meeting with women. Even a week before last, I had meeting with youth. So I often meet them, and some weeks ago also I met with the youth, elders, and women of Okoita. I gathered them in their town hall in the morning. I talked to them. We chat and discuss. They asked me questions. I answered them. The issue of security also came up. I also addressed and also asked youth to be always alert and also provide security when necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. So we often have town hall meetings.
Very often, is once in a month, once in a week, but any time.
And anytime need arises, we can gather them and talk to.
Okay, that's fine. Now the next question I will ask you is that federal government here no local government for them to look after their local governments, you know. So I want to ask you now, me from Abogodo, if yes, I mean, what are your plans with the money?
Local governments, apart from being promised, since we went into the office, have been giving us money to run council and also do other things. So the money is meant for my people, I use for my people. My phone number is always open. Anybody can call me anytime, any moment. I listen to calls and also attend to my people. So the money, the issue of autonomy. I know maybe you are driving to that
Yes.
word, autonomy.
Yes.
I think you can come out. The issue of autonomy. The case is in court. In Akwa Ibom State, we challenged the guidelines, not the autonomy, because they gave us part autonomy. We didn't want it because they cannot limit us to a amount of money to be spent a day. So we had to challenge that guidelines in court. The issue is in court. So pending when the court will give judgment. But for the other side, we are collecting something and also make use of it for our people.
Okay. Well, the phone line is open. So if you are from Ibiono and then you are listening to your chairman and you want to ask a question, you can call the phone line that is seen there on the screen, or you can send me a text, and then I can put your question across to your chairman. Okay.
Yes.
Now, has you are a chairman of Ibiono local government. They also, yes. I believe that Ibiono also have a senator who represents them, and a house member and someone in national level. Do you work hand in hand with these people? Or you just doing it on your own with your team?
You know, a tree cannot make a forest. So I cannot isolate myself from my people. We have this, by God's grace, because not all local governments have this special grace. We have distinguished senator representing that district. He's a son of Ndito Akwa Ibom. We have someone that is representing us in Greenhouse, Dr. Henry Achibong. We have somebody in the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Obon Godwin Ekpo. So we are working in pari passu to give our people that sense of belonging, to make sure that our people, even to the last person, feels the difference of democracy. So I cannot work alone and succeed. If I need advice, I will go to them. If they need advice, they will come to me, because I am in the village, they are in Abuja. So I am always working hand in hand with them. I call them and they also call me for some pieces of advice and contributions.
That's really good. And what would you expect, or what do you think the people of Ibiono should expect from you as a chairman?
You said?
I said, what should the people of Ndito Ibom expect from you as a chairman, their own chairman?
They expect a lot from me. You know, people are the greatest assets. They are the greatest assets. So they expect a lot from me. You know, right now as we speak, work is going on at the farm market. We are constructing more than 70 lock-up stores and open shades. Then, if you go to council now, work is still ongoing. We are covering the nakedness of our local government secretariat by constructing perimeter fencing. Then go to Uruapwa. next week, one will also commence. I'm working this so that my people will feel and also believe that they voted me to represent them. So we are working. The youth expect a lot from me. Women expect a lot from me. Everybody expects something from me because I am their local government chairman. I cannot run away from them. So I must listen to them. I must listen to their calls. My gate is always open for everybody. In fact, you come to my house in the morning, you see a good number of people coming to me. Not everybody is coming for money. Some come for advice. Some come for contributions. So if I shut my door and they return with their advice, what will be my own benefit? So I must listen to them and also give them everybody, even if you call the lead person, they will tell you that they have my phone number. My phone number is everywhere. I don't change my number. The number I had before I was elected into that office is that same number I'm still using. So anybody can call me, being in the farm, being in the, wherever you are, can call me, and I also listen and I attend to any call that comes to me.
I can actually believe that. Okay. How do you empower your people, especially the youth? Because I just heard you talk about lock-up shows and shade or something.
You say, how do I empower
your people, like the young people? You know, there's sometimes some people will say, "Oh, you know what? We'll give them some. Give them some loan
the
to
young
go
ones
farm or
yes,
to work or something."
Many of the youth are in different fields of training as we speak, because giving somebody money today cannot help the society. Rather, you show them how to fish, not to be giving them fish every day. So many of them are in different fields of training. They are training. We encourage them. We also empower them financially. We empower them educationally. We also tell them that tomorrow is far better than today. So we work to make sure that youth are fully engaged.
Okay. Before I ask you another question, I know that we haven't met you, but I have spoken to you. You know the school in Ituandem, in your local government area, migrants primary school in Ituandem. And then we in the Ndito Akwa Ibom youth in diaspora, they came in there, and then because of I mean the picture just fell on our table, so we decided to look into it. So the people of Akwa Ibom State, and then just sit down, the youth that live outside Akwa Ibom State, you know, they sit down together and then they say, what can we do to help these people? And we didn't even know that they have a very honest and sincere chairman like you. So we just embarked on that journey. We renovated the school. I remember talking to you about it. I think that was during the election time. And then you gave me your word that you wouldn't be able to come, but you will send your chief of staff to come, which is exactly what happened. And now I want to ask you, after we renovated that school, have you gone to see the school?
Yes, I've gone to visit that school, and permit me to appreciate your efforts. My chief of staff represented me when that school was commissioned. I thank Ndito Akwa Ibom, who are in UK, for that initiative they had to come to Ndito Ibom and construct 3 classroom blocks. That is very commendable. We, the people of Ibom, are very happy for what you have done for us. I visited that school more than 3 times after you might have left. So what you did, we can to go in vain, is well protected, is very, very accommodative. So we really appreciate what you do for our people.
Yeah, but there was a challenges in that school after we finished. They were talking about chairs. There was no seat for the children to sit, and then the teachers were also complaining about enough teachers to teach those children. So although this is just the first time of telling you, I haven't bring this to your table, but I'm using this opportunity to tell you that if they still not have seat in that school, whether you will use your good office that you always do to see how you can get those children seats so that they can sit down and then learn.
Yes, we are working toward that. It's one of the villages or one of the schools that their names was submitted to Ministry of Education for enough teachers. For enough teachers. Then the issue of desk, we are planning with my executive to make sure that we provide that school or furnish that block with the desk for our people.
Yeah, that would be really good if you can do that. Now, I know we kept you for so long, and then we don't want to waste more of your time. What advice will you give to your people before we?
The advice I can give for now for my people is to be law-abiding. Always be ready to work for Ibom Ibom. Have the interest of Ibom Ibom at the back of their mind first, and also criticize constructively. Then I promise to on protecting, providing, and also securing their lives and their properties.
That's very nice, Vic. And lastly, what will you want to say to the people of Akwa Ibom State? Not only Akwa Ibom State, our governor as well, because without him giving us approval, we would have come to Ibom to do anything, you know. So what do you want to say to Akwa Ibom people and His Excellency?
Yes, you know, we cannot do away with His Excellency, a performing, amiable, and a governor that loves everybody, a governor that listens so much, especially in the area of security. He listens so much. So we really appreciate what our governor has done. Our governor has done so much, massively well for the people of Ibom Ibom. He meets youth almost every month. He meets women. And in fact, last week he gathered entire Akwa Ibom State at banquet hall. They cried to God, they prayed, because people call him now Odom God, because he's very frequent, always, anytime you see him, he prays, very close to God. That's why you see Akwa Ibom State is very peaceful, because of our dear governor. So I really commend him, I thank him, I appreciate him, and you know, much is given, much is expected. We need from our beloved governor. Governor, God bless you. May God continue to protect, guide you, and direct you. God bless you and your family. Thank you, our beloved governor.
Okay. Now, before you go, since we have been speaking English, so Tang iko kidongyen, iko idongyen nom ni to ka ba bakara edido ina idi dong.
Yes, ntan nom ye ke ba ke UK London. Don't come mom yo misi di dong defo. Ya ma se di dong. Ke things are going on in the village. Mbo so guys mbo bongo. So then when they come, they will not recognize their compound again. Go a beloved governor, I say, so tell them to come to the village. So I believe last time you came, Akwa Ibom State, UK. So we enjoy a lot. So don't come more. Yeah, more say don't know but you don't say don't. You came to Ikoru Uba. You came to villages in Ndito Ibom. You are not from Ndito Ibom, but you love the people of Ndito Ibom. I don't know why. So don't come to Ndito Ibom. Don't come more. Yeah, more okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Chairman, for being on the program today. And because of the time, and we couldn't get no phone in today because I needed you to answer all the questions that are prepared for you today. I want to say thank you for joining us on the program today, and I hope you still come another day. Today you don't finish well. Another day, since you say your door is open, so that means you can work it at any time.
Yes, anytime you need my attention, you let me know. I am always available. I'm not afraid because some chairmen are afraid to appear on air to talk to their people. I'm not afraid because I have enough
exactly
to offer my people. And anybody that calls me and need my attention, I am always ready. So anytime you need me, you let me know. I will come, except I'm not in town.
Thank you so much. I can believe that. I'm not doubting anything you say. I can believe that because of my encounter with you earlier. Thank you so much, Chairman, for joining us today. And that was the Chairman of Ndito Ibom local government area, Akwa Ibom State. And if you have go to Ndito Ibom, I did not listen to the Chairman. Well, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go on musical break. When we come back, and we come back with another exciting guest.
You are beautiful in all your ways, oh God. Ibagasi bantafo, Ibagasi bantafo.
Glory fills the heavens and the earth. Ibagasi bantafo, Ibagasi bantafo. All the angels bow and they worship you, oh God. Ibagasi bantafo, Ibagasi bantafo.
Have you ever seen another God greater than nobody like you, the God who made heaven and earth. Ibagasi bantafo, Ibagasi bantafo.
Some people wanna hammer by force. Whoa, 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 hey, wanna what in your hand push. No let person lay you, don't man be by rush. Because that preach, now God they take man cross.
Them they act like say them love me, oh. Things say me a be mumu, oh. To them but no fufu, they are very me ben fufu. If you muscle the way you fit, oh, them say you not try, oh. My brother take am KJ. It's like in all day easy. Amen.
I worry nam kon no wo.
Amen.
O meri nam kon wonder.
Amen.
I worry do him something.
Amen.
O meri de bu kon no wo.
Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us.
Work hard for the money. He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money.
Feel the music. Take it into your body and soul. You better walk now, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow. Life is just one, so take it easy. Keep low tempo, you achieve it more. You will achieve it more. Life's so spiritual.
Them they act like say them love me, oh. Things say me a be mumu, oh. To them but no fufu, they are very me ben fufu. If you muscle the way you fit, oh, them say you not try, oh. My brother take am KJ. It's like in all day easy. Amen.
I worry nam kon no wo.
Amen.
O meri nam kon wonder.
Amen.
I worry do him something.
Amen.
O meri de bu kon no wo.
Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us.
Work hard for the money. He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money.
Cause the wise evil as some people wanna hammer by force. Ooh, but know what in your hand touch. Hey, no let person lie, the thing no be by rush. Because that preach, now God they take man cross.
Them they act like say them love me, oh. Things say me a be mumu, oh. To them but no fufu, they are very me ben fufu. If you muscle the way you fit, oh, them say you not try, oh. My brother take am KJ. This life in all day easy. Amen.
I worry nam kon no wo.
Amen.
O meri nam kon wonder.
Amen.
I worry do him something.
Amen.
O meri de bu kon no wo.
Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us. Wasn't me a head of this us.
Okay. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. And if you can see on the screen with me there, we're having in Nobong, yeah, aka Don P. Don't be what's up now. You somebody they wear that glass. What's happening?
Okay, happy Sunday and happy new month to all our viewers and indeed the Akwa Ibomites across the whole globe, especially UK and in US. The eyeglass I put on is as a result of the incident, the negative incidents that is happening to Nigerians in South Africa. So it's really touching and inhuman for any fellow human being under the sun to kill another human being, no matter whatever reason. So this is my own way of protesting or paying or what they call reprisal attack on them, because I will not take harm and I'm not ready to kill. So I put on black to show that I am seriously mourning our dead ones over there in South Africa.
It's something that is very sympathetic, you know, because I watched some videos and I saw Eva for herself.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's what Nigerians are going through.
That's why we need to work together and put our country in order. So that maybe it is easy to the young in Nigeria is not good. We are going outside to go and get our daily bread and come back home and help our families, but we get killed along the way. It's a damn bomb. So far, is there anybody at the Akwa Ibom or South Africa for Kupundewoke Boroman effects?
Yes, I think.
You think?
Amount of, yes, I think because at this level, nobody can ascertain how many that have been killed for now, but we have seen and have heard that thousands or in hundreds of Nigerians are being killed in South Africa. So you cannot, you know, at this level now, exonerate Akwa Ibom from it, because Akwa Ibomites are also part of Nigerians that are living in South Africa. Okay, within the week, if I can give you a breakdown, on Monday, the entire youth of Akwa Ibom, you know, in trying to express their anger, express their dissatisfaction with the evil treatment meted to Nigerians in South Africa, you know, went on protest in the street of Uyo, and it happened even in Lagos. But Uyo here as a case study, because it affects us here, the Akwa Ibom people. So they went on the street of Uyo, and they went on rampage at the MTN office, because MTN is being owned by South Africa. Mm-hmm. So they went there to show their anger, and also to send a warning to the people and the government of South Africa that what they have done to Nigerians over there, we are not happy. So they went on rampage and also vandalized, you know, give a strong attack on the MTN office. The staff were running extra scatter for their life, and the properties they, I think, were vandalized. So these are the results of what is happening, the ex-surveillance attack there in South Africa. We here in Nigerians are not really happy. We are not smiling. We are not smiling.
Do you think that for them going to destroy MTN office and all that is the solution? Is it gonna bring back those again with South Africa? Do you think they were doing the right thing?
No, it might not really bring back. It might not really bring back those that are dead already, but it also shows that Nigerians as a people are not happy the way we are being treated in foreign land. Now, the life of my brothers and my sisters living in South Africa, living in Europe and in America, even Asia's continent, are very important to us. Because they left here on you know, to go look for greener pastures, to get back home. But it is a surprise for you to sit back here and watch or hear that your brother or your sister is being killed just for no reason. So it is not pleasant to us that the MTN office were attacked. It's not pleasant. Even myself, I was not part, of that attack. But I see it in other way around, that it is a signal. At times how you use actions to send signal to people, to the government of Nigeria, not just South Africa, to the government of Nigeria, that Nigerians are not happy, so that the government of Nigeria will now sit up and see how they can use either diplomatical or any other way to resolve these, misunderstanding between the people of South Africa and the people of Nigeria. So on Monday, that was
this issue we heard about. The governor has banned use of siren in Akwa Ibom State.
Yes.
Only people that are entitled to are the governor, deputy governor, speaker, and hospital fire services.
Yeah.
So when they said governor banned this thing, so what happened to the commissions? What happened to the common councillor? A councillor, because a councillor, yes, a councillor, PS.
Okay,
those people were using this thing before. So what's going to happen to those ones?
Okay, it is banned now. It is only the governor, the executive governor of Akwa Ibom State, the deputy, and the speaker. Then in most cases, the security agencies and the fire service and the ambulances.
Do we have ambulances in Akwa Ibom State? Do we have anything like that?
Yeah, we have.
Oh.
Most of the hospitals have functionable ambulances, that are still used. So any person using siren that is not under the underlisted names is entitled to arrest, and he will be prosecuted according to the law of Akwa Ibom State. Because on Wednesday, the governor convened state executive meeting, including all his cabinet, and this decision was taken in the presence of all the security chiefs, that nobody except the 3 unlisted men are now entitled to use siren in you. Then you can look at even a common PA. A common PA to a commissioner will pick up a Hilux or a taxi car and will blow siren, polluting and causing the road was very nuisance and uncomfortable for ordinary commuters and businessmen.
A PA to a commissioner using siren, because it might be a commissioner sending him on a very important auto, so he has to blow siren so they can clear way. What's bad in that?
The only thing whoever will be blowing siren should be that either he is carrying a corpse, or he is driving a fire service truck. Apart from that, there is no other emergency that will be allowed for whoever to use siren in Akwa Ibom State. So with this now, you can see that the governor has put measures to sanitize the town. You can drive comfortably now in Uyo without being harassed and intimidated by all these people using unnecessary, unwarranted siren. So these are the situations now in Akwa Ibom that I think is getting towards a better society. Apart from this, lawlessness and a kind of lackadaisical attitude of our people, using siren to intimidate keke riders, intimidate, road users, artisans and other business, people who trade business along the road. So if you are going to use siren in Uyo now, for benefit of those of you in abroad, if you are coming back to Akwa Ibom with the aim that your car or your brother will come with siren to blow you, please take note. It is banned now in Akwa Ibom. It is not going to be allowed right from the airport. If you do that, or if they do that, with you in the car, you are entitled and banned for arrest, and you will be prosecuted in any eligible court of law.
Okay. Well, this is where I'm really, really interested, because education is everything. I heard during the week that Ministry of Education were closing down some schools and also doing some summit about the school. Although I don't really have full information about it. So,
okay.
how can they improve the quality of education in Akwa Ibom State? Because if you go to, you see downtown, you see so many schools. There's absolutely nothing there. But students are still inside there. So how they intend to do this overnight? So what was the summit about?
Okay, first of all, within the week, the Ministry of Education, heavily led by, I think, the Permanent Secretary and Director of Education or Administration in the ministry, led some powerful staff to shut down many private schools that are not conducive. The environment are not conducive for students to learn. You know, when you talk about education implies even the environment. It implies even the facilities and the qualities of teachers and the school curriculum and all the school the teaching material. So you look at some of our students, some of our schools and the local community, even here in the town, they use uncompleted building to set up a private school. And by the time the Minister of Education went to inspect this, they saw that the life of these children is at risk. You know, so the ministry immediately banned and shut down most of these private schools that are operating in an uncompleted and dilapidated buildings, which is going to be threats to the life of these children. Then along the week, I think in furtherance of that, the state government was forced to organize an education summit, a 2 days powerful education summit to really delve on the fabric and the foundation of education in Nigeria, because as it is now, the education in Nigeria is beginning to lose value. All what they do now in Nigeria is to train a student and send him out of school to the circulation with certificate without any technical know-how, without any entrepreneurship skill. So a student will now graduate today from the university in Nigeria or in Uyo in particular, and the next thing he will do, he will come and confront the governor, or like the chairman that just left here, they will confront the chairman with their certificate that they want to be councillor or PA. Mind, we have only 26 House of Assembly members to be occupied. We have only 19 commissioners. I think the governor is going with 19. And we have 326 councillors in the local government and 31 chairmen. How many of these graduates will be able to be accommodated with this few tiny office that is left? Because the only thing the university does in Nigeria is just to send you with your certificate, and you will go into the labor market to begin to fetch for yourself a job, and there's no job. So with this, the governor and the government of Akwa Ibom State have to sit down to really restructure education system in Akwa Ibom State to be able to fit with the 21st century and the global standards in a certain society. So now, they are going to be moral with the summit. I have learned from the summit that a resolution has been reached for moral education to be imbibed in the education system in Nigeria or in Akwa Ibom. And moreover, for skill and entrepreneurship, you know, to be a part of their curriculum. So that if you are a student and you say you are studying electronic engineering, you should be trained on how you can operate on this electronics. So that by the time you are out of the university, you are not only worthy in learning, you also be worthy in character. You can, on your own, set up a shop and begin to function. Not a student, a graduate of and a civil engineer in the university will come out with paper, and this will give him a single block and plumb. He cannot even mention it or know how to lay blocks to make a building. At the end of the day, you see an engineering student looking for counselor in Akwa Ibom. And every year, this university sends nothing less than 300 to 400 people, 400,000 students or graduates out to the labor market. But there is no job and vacancies for these people to be occupied. So that was the reason. I think the main reason His Excellency and coupled with the Ministry of Education bringing responsible sons and daughters of Akwa Ibom who have, distinguished themselves in entrepreneurship and in economic sector to come and be able to let these lecturers or students or teachers or educationists to know what Nigerians really demand now. It's not longer the certificate. You can come out as an economist, but you must have to learn skills. You must have to learn entrepreneurship. You must have to learn trade. So that by the time you come out, if you don't have a job, you can engage yourself through what you have learned in the campus. Not just coming out with just certificate and then nothing else. The next thing you will do, you begin to confront the governor to make it PA. Or you go to PA to the PA and PA to the PA. That is the problem going on now in Akwa Ibom.
What's wrong in being PA to PA to PA in PA? What's wrong in being PA?
Okay, what's wrong with it? Laziness. This is the reason why you see a lot of laziness, among the youth of Akwa Ibom. And that's why you see the brain. They don't think, outside the box. They don't think outside the box. Because being a PA to a PA, you will sit down there at the doorpost of another PA, so that when he comes out in the morning, you hold his phone for him, or you go and dress his car, so that he will sit down. That is lazy man job. But people like us who think outside the box, go and we make our own way. So being PA to PA, not that it is all that bad, but it will limit your mentality and your horizon. You will not think outside the box. And to be frank, you cannot maximize the potentials that is embedded in you as a person.
Okay. Then P. What is the situation like in Akwa Ibom in terms of security now? Because I heard that the governor man or police a lot of patrol vehicles. So what's the situation now? Are they using it well?
Yes, very, very much. I want to announce to the whole world and Akwa Ibom people in diaspora that yes, indeed, Nigeria and Akwa Ibom state is now secure. The governor injected 12
injected.
Okay. Yes, injected. But he has give out. Let me put the word give out. But in politics, I will use injection. So he injected 12 security vehicles to the Nigerian police force. And I want to shock you. That was last week, but this week, the Nigerian police force, being equipped and with the enabling environment and the utility vehicle, were able to nab a syndicate that specializes in trafficking children in the local government area. Within the week, the Nigerian police force were able to nab one Mr. Selim, who specialize in stealing children and sell them to people of Abia State at Aba. So he was, through this meeting, I give kudos to Nigerian police force for such prompt response, and they were able to rescue the children all the way in Abia State and brought them back to Akwa Ibom. And along the way, they also rescued one of Stefanos Urapara was kidnapped and was hidden in a bag with a particular shrine in a bag. They hide him and demand millions of naira for ransom. So Nigerian police force also make use of the utility vehicle the government provided for them and rescue that Dr. Stefano. And today, he's a free man without any ransom pay and without any injury. So I can assure entire Akwa Ibom people that yes, indeed, Nigerian police force are maximizing the utility vehicles and the enabling environment the government of Akwa Ibom State created for them. So I give it to them, and I say I give it to His Excellency, the executive governor of Akwa Ibom State, give them the demand there.
That's very good, indeed. And Mr. Henaba Inyang, aka Don P. Because
yes, I have one shocking story.
Shocking story. I'm not good in shocking stories. So
Okay,
don't
it's
allow
already
me to
shocking.
jump on my seat now. Shocking
No.
story.
No, I don't want to jump on your. I want to tell you that Akwa Saving and Loan, Akwa Saving and Loan is one of the financial strength, branches of Akwa Ibom State government that is tended to reach out to, entrepreneurs, business people through loans and grants. So Akwa Saving and Loan, within the week, list out names of 56 debtors who have wrecked down the bank. Let me tell you, since the time of...
And I hope your name is not among those who are wrecked down the bank.
No, my name is not, because I am working.
Sure. Okay.
I am working on getting paid. So this man went to this bank and got millions of naira from this bank. And they have run down this bank for over 10 years. They refuse to pay back this bank. So this bank is economically rendered useless. So within the week, Akwa Saving and Loan, took the courage to shortlist the name of 53 persons and corporate bodies who have run down these banks that could be of use or benefits to young entrepreneurs like me and any other young man who venture into business with the capital. And Akwa Ibom State government has been funding this bank in order for them to take care of these small-scale businesses around town. But you look at the name there in the list, you see there are names of former senators, commissioners, House of Assemblies, former speakers. And so who are you? Who is deceiving who in Akwa Ibom? Meaning that the money of Akwa Ibom State that have been sent to great business within the community, within the people of Akwa Ibom State are just being hijacked by few politicians in Akwa Ibom.
But if that's true, how can they go and start borrowing money from the bank?
It's something the bank should be able to explain to us. Because I thought, from what we
have
seen,
money, I won't go and start borrowing money from nobody.
But that's true. You can talk about a young Akwa Ibom man who doesn't have money but has business acumen or idea. Okay, which the government has provided a platform for whoever has a good idea, whoever has a good business, models to go into the bank and even if it's a 500,000 naira to start the business and pay back. But you see politicians who have driven big cars and big houses in Europe, living in hotels, went back to the bank and collect 500 billion and put it in their stomach and their household. But an ordinary Akwa Ibom man, a young graduate who studied business in the University of Rio, came out with a good, sound mind and good business, ideology, but no finances to be studied. And if you approach the bank will say they are cashless because the big men who took the money cannot pay them back for them to, fix back the money into the circulation for business. So these are the situation of Akwa Ibom. I don't know when and how it happened or when and how this kind of thing will come to an end so that a young man in Akwa Ibom State can aspire to do business and also have the needed backing from the government of Akwa Ibom State to also, maximize or, realize, his plans and dreams within the content of Akwa Ibom without going to abroad. I wish this kind of things are being in position and functionable to the letter. I don't think that most of our brothers that have gone to South Africa today who have lost their life, and may their soul rest in peace, who has lost their life in cause of this xenophobic attack, could have moved out of Nigeria. What does it take for you to rent a shop and start restaurant business if you have the capital of even 200,000 naira? And the bank was made to do that. But you will have this thing and go to the bank will render you useless because it will tell you that the money that was made or that was signed to the bank was taken away by one Mr. Senator or one Mr. House of Assembly member or a commissioner. It's pathetic. It's something that's why I put on my black eyeglass today because I'm really mourning. I'm really sympathizing with the people of Akwa Ibom and the entire people of Nigeria. I don't know if my black and black will, go a long way to bring peace, to bring another man to the system, and also to show my own sympathy to what is happening, which is uncalled for in the content called Akwa Ibom State. So I use this medium to call on our brothers and sisters, those home and abroad, to look into the case of our brothers in South Africa, to look into the case of our brothers, those at home, because the problem at home is what drew or drive them out to go and look for a better place in South Africa and end up being killed. So if we can as well, build synergy within ourselves, build love, make sure that the bond that is holding Akwa Ibom State together, is being maintained or being synergized. It will really be of good for us to help our brothers and our sisters, those at home, to do business. With this, I think our brothers, our sisters will not go to South Africa or Libya or in the desert of Niger and die in the desert just in the name of crossing to Europe or crossing to Asian continent. And even another situation that's happening now in Dubai, involving some Akwa Ibom people. If I tell you, you'll be shocked. What Akwa Ibom people are passing through in Dubai right now, as I'm speaking. So, but all these things, if we put it together, we can see that with love, we can actually bring back ourselves and be a helping hand to one another, to move Akwa Ibom forward.
Okay, Don P, aka Don P, thank you so much for talking to us, letting us know what is happening in Akwa Ibom State. And then there's nothing. I will keep on mourning. We keep on mourning. We keep on putting our state, our country in prayer, so that God can help us, and then give us the good leader that will look after us and make us, make us be proud of where we come from. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and God bless you, and thank you to all my viewers. And I also extend my prayer, sympathies to the families and people that lost their life in South Africa. I pray may their gentle soul rest in perfect peace. We look forward to a brighter day, brighter time, brighter future for the people of Akwa Ibom, so that this will put an end to us going outside, to die like the chicken. God bless you, and God bless the entire Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you so much. We go on musical break, but by the time we come back, I got something else to tell you.
As you did nod your head to the beat, Akwa Ibom don't take over. DJ PJ says so.
My name na feelings. Akwa Ibom na my mama land. I hear everything where they hear you find. Afan soup where they for ya different from the rest. For education to read na a kite be the first. Now one else sabi say orange is sweet, yeah. Epa kupo where they ya is sweet, yo. Akwa Ibom State na my home, na my pride. I go love you till I die. Nya go, nya ne, nya we. Ufan color me yo. Orange is my color. There's greatness in the nature. Ufan color me yo. Yaikono gitai dong kukwam. Ya fundi to Akwa Ibom ko bineme sido. Mbube yini kale to yire mbube o. Solo to tele wo Africa. We don't dey spend in dollars so. As we dey sing money dey enter la la. Koko, follow me yo. Have you ever wonder why people always come? Have you ever wonder why Akwa Ibom is so sweet? Have you ever wonder why football they play for here like fire? My brother color me orange, yeah. Listen to me sing. If you spell it A-K-W-A-I-B-O-M. The boy in Akwa Ibom State to be this year, brother. That color me orange, yeah. And no soccer don't feel. Color me yo. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. Color me yo. Color me, color color me yo. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. nature. If I follow me, you.
Sabuka Jackson, give baby, young Suye, and you for the idea and very good. Because I will get it one bazaar. My boy said it going to say, if you like my style, if you love Ibom City, make you dance, make you rock, make you wind your waist. In our style, call me,
Ice King #1. Music na my bullion band. America, the story. Abasi, I give you all the glory, yo. But you ain't gonna make walk my room. So I don't know. And you won't be going walk my room. See, sa, black cat. Who can get it to me?
I be they do like you know.
The Akwa Ibom with the best, yeah. No. When it comes to love, women, food and culture, Akwa Ibom they on top, yo.
You the brothers now we be the VIP. Akwa Ibom people we get the ability. From zero to hero now our identity. Hey, yo. Where you can go? Where you can go? If I call me you. Why you call me? Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. If I call me you. If I call me you. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. If I call me you.
Anytime I look my left and right, yeah, try. You make me want to shout, lo, lo, lo. How you blessed us like this, yeah. Akwa Ibom, Daddy I throw away salute you, oh. But my God, He bless us, He bless. Our future is bright, yeah, He bright. Oh, Father is grateful, oh. Baba, all of the orange, yeah.
It's the Madana Yara, Nigeria. Now you them send. If you said it's orange, it's sour. You be winch, yo. Now, orange na positivity. Creativity, may just be a Akwa Ibom for we honesty. On you go get a trillion again, no. What about you got the good one, yo? Oh, no, about the man is saying,
if I call me you. Why you call me? Orange is my color. There's greatness in the nature. If I call me you.
I don't hear and finish. Waiting go big go.
I did not even know that came and business in I was dancing, I was rejoicing because this September, the remember video on September, September, if September, Kiki create Akwa Ibom State. So this is Orange Month, Akwa Ibom State. So now that's why those guys represent Kenyan everywhere. You know, I'm proud of them. I make a Pastor Kudi Modobado, Unique Brothers Modobado, Solo Toto, is it Mr. Modobado? Don't bother, you know, face them in the I don't know who they are. I'll find out who they are. Sorry. Okay, welcome back. And I want to say a very big thank you for us to have an interview. Okay, Akwa Ibom State successfully. Network is okay. VIP place, everything, security is because Tommy Villa Hotel has decided to give us peace of mind. You know, I want to say a very big thank you to them. They are really good. They are really support us. I mean, I can't thank them enough for what they have done. So thank you so much, Tommy Villa. If you are thinking of traveling to Akwa Ibom this week, next month, or whatever, the best place to stay, I'm telling you, is that hotel, Tommy Villa Hotel. It's off Akaitiam. You know, they have security. In fact, if you even want them to come and pick you at airport, arrange motor to pick you at airport. They have swimming pool. They have everything that you need to feel at home. Or back at that hotel. So you don't need to worry about anything. Good food, good customer service, everything. But not one thing, but everything apart from one thing. So you know what the one thing is all about. You don't want me here for. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful. So I'm very grateful for them. They have been very, very supportive. Very, 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 very. So thank you so much, Tommy Villa Hotel of Akaitiam. Yabasi continue to bless you, give you everything, just like you choose to support us in this program beyond our own expectation. Thank you so much, and we always be grateful for what you've done. Okay, this is where we are gonna bring the program to an end today. And earlier on the show we had honorable chairman of Ibom local government area, honorable Ekomabasi Sunday Akpan. So later on we have John P, who always report what is happening to us. Today we did not have our sweet lady Ndito Akwa Ibom all the way from America. So next week she will be here. Okay, so don't miss out too much. Okay, so she'll be here next week. Anyway, for me, thank you, and make sure you join me again next time, same time, Sunday, which is next Sunday, the same time, the same station, the same platform, so that we can talk more about what concerns us, and then our guest next week is still gonna be another chairman on a local government. So please stay with us. Find out. It could be your local government chairman. I for say the it could be. I'm not gonna tell you, but find out. Thank you. And for me, bye.
Akwa Ibom, Daddy Atro, salute you.
DJ PJ says so.
My name na feelings. Akwa Ibom na my mama land. I hear everything where they hear you find. I found soup where they for yeah, different from the rest. For education story, na a kite be the first. Now one of sabi say orange is sweet, yeah. Epa kupo where they hear is sweet, yo. Akwa Ibom State, na my home, na my pride. I go love you till I die. Nya go, nya neck, nya we. Ufan color me yo. Orange is my color. There's greatness in the nature. Ufan color me yo. Ya ikono gita idong kukwam. Ya fundi to Akwa Ibom me kobi ne mesido. Mbube yeni talito yire mbube o. Solo to tele wo Africa. We don't dey spend in dollars so. As we dey sing money dey enter la la. Koko, follow me yo.
Have you ever wonder why people always come? Have you ever wonder why Akwa Ibom is so sweet? Have you ever wonder why football they play for here like fire? My brother color me orange. Listen to me sing. If you spell it A-K-W-A-I-B-O-M. The boy in Akwa Ibom State to be this year, brother. That color me orange. And no sokorom
Follow me, yo. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. Follow me, yo. Follow me, yo. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. Follow me, yo.
Saluka Jackson, ngelo bebe yansi yekelo. Enu fori ani ande bere kwena. Eko sa will ga di kwambaza. My boy when say they go in MSF. If you like my style, oh. If you allow Akwa Ibom city, make you dance, make you rock, make you wind your waist. In our style, oh, call on me, oh.
Ice King #1. Music na my bullion bando. America, the end the story. Abasi, I give you all the glory, yo. But we don't need to walk my room. So I don't know. And you won't be going to walk my room. See, sa, I be they do like you know. Akwa Ibom with the best, yeah. No. When it comes to love, women, food and culture, Akwa Ibom they on top, yo. You the brothers, now we be the VIP. Akwa Ibom people, we get the ability. From zero to hero, now our identity.
Oya kanga kwaniko. Call me you. Oya call me. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. Call me you. Call me you. Orange is my color. Yes, greatness in the nature. Call me you.
Anytime I look my left and right, yeah. Try, you make me want to shout, lo. How you blessed us like this, yeah. Akwa Ibom, Daddy Atro salute you, oh. But my God, He bless us, He bless. Our future is bright, yeah, He bright. Oh, Father is grateful, oh. Baba, follow me orange, yeah. Extend my now you them send. If you say this orange is sour, you be winch yo. Now orange na positivity, creativity. They just be a Akwa Ibom for we honesty. On you go get 3 years begin no. What about you got the good one yo? Oh, about the marriage say you
say. Call me you. Oya call me. Orange is my color. There's greatness in the nature. Call me you.
And I don't hear and finish. Waiting go be. Akwa Ibom for the world. Taking over. Legendary DJ PJ.